Hey everyone, Charlene Ortiz here. I'm sorry, I know it's been an eternity since I did my last video. There's definitely been a lot going on in my life that I want to give you guys a life update. To be honest with you, mostly good things, some challenging things, as is with anybody's life. But so I am really sorry that I haven't been doing well with uploading, and now that I have been feeling better, with the exception of today, in general, my health is starting to get better, and part of that has been because I've really been pushing myself to do my workouts, which has been really, really hard to stay committed to, just because of the pain and the exhaustion that I have to push through to do it. And it's much more than the average person. I can definitely promise you that. Um, but that I don't know. Maybe I'll do another video with my life update and tack it onto here because it's not that long. But my main objective for doing this video today is to talk about how infuriated I was listening to Amber talk about spoon theory on her last video. Oh my God. Anyone who's been in the chronic illness community, for a while and is involved in social media, spoon theory is something that people like me with fibromyalgia, lupus, MS, I don't have all those. My main complaint is fibromyalgia and back injuries due to car accidents, stuff like that, and now my digestive issues from all these surgeries that I've had. But I'm just saying in general, people that have these diseases that we call invisible illnesses, because it's not apparent to somebody that we would suffer from a lot of these different ailments when in fact it's something that we deal with every day of our life. And for many of us, most of us, there is no cure, and it's just something that we've just had to learn to cope with over the years. For me, it's been over 20 years now. For some people, it's been even longer. So spoon theory is just basically you start out with a certain amount of spoons, in the beginning of the day, and certain activities will take a certain amount of spoons from you. And then at the end of the day, you see what you have left, or you might not have any. And it's also kind of a gauge for people with chronic illness to know when we're pushing ourselves too much and when we need to take a break and rest. And the theory was created for people that have legitimate chronic illnesses that they did not inflict on themselves. And it is infuriating to listen to someone like Amberlyn try to talk about spoon theory as if it's something that relates to her. I am sorry, but bitch, you have absolutely no place talking about spoon theory in relation to your limitations and your physical challenges or illnesses that you deal with. Because with you, number one, it is 100% self-inflicted. And number two, you don't do shit to get better. And number three, not only do you not do anything to get better, you continue to engage in the lifestyle that has put you where you are. So I don't want to hear your bullshit. I don't want to hear you trying to put yourself in a category of people that suffer from legitimate illnesses that have ruined their lives, and illnesses that they developed out of no fault of their own. Another thing too, she is someone that has way more money, I would say, than 90% of people that deal with chronic illness have. And the reason for that is because many of us can't work. And if we are able to work, when we come home, we're absolutely exhausted and have negative spoons left. And even trying to find a work from home job can be challenging for some people. If you're constantly in bed, if you can't even focus, if you're not even mentally sharp because of the pain that you're in. Some of us have neurological conditions that make it difficult, which makes it difficult for us, where our brain is just not sharp and as coherent, as the average person. And not only that, a lot of people that suffer from chronic illness, with that along comes depression as well. And so that also compounded onto the physical illnesses we all already deal with, also can make it difficult and even impossible even to do a stay-at-home job. So a lot of people with disabilities rely on disability. I am not on disability, although at some point I do want to apply for disability. I am not personally on disability, but there are a lot of people that suffer from chronic illness that are on disability. So they also have, financial challenges that they deal with that exacerbates the medical condition that they already have. And it was just so infuriating to hear this stupid bitch talk about spoon theory as if she is someone that can relate to the people that created that theory and that use that theory. I don't really use spoon theory. It's not something I really refer to, but a lot of women do, or men too. There's men that suffer from chronic illness, but a lot of women do use that as a gauge to how much energy they can spare for each activity, and by the end of the day, with whatever they have left. And so that bitch has absolutely no understanding of what it is to live with a chronic illness that you have no control over, and no matter what you do, it will never go away. Granted, there are things that you can do to help with the symptoms, to help minimize the impact that it has on your life, like exercising and eating healthier and meditation and trying to do things that are more positive that will help, with the effects that the condition has on you. But even with those different lifestyle changes, many of us are limited because we can only exercise so much. And also cooking healthy meals takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of time. And it's something that a lot of people with chronic illness have a really difficult time doing. Everybody obviously is different, and everybody's intensity or severity of their condition is going to be different. But sure, there are always going to be things that we can do to help improve our situation, but it will not cure it. And like eating healthy and exercising is not going to cure MS. It will never go away. It is something that you will deal with for the rest of your life, and it is something that is progressive in many people. And so it's just so infuriating and frustrating and insulting and offensive to hear somebody who who is super morbidly obese, inflicted these limitations that she has on herself, and she could make lifestyle changes that would help her out of the situation that she's in, so she could be, I guess, essentially healed in a way that someone like me and millions of other people that suffer from chronic illness will never be able to do. We will never be able to cure our condition, never be able to make the right lifestyle changes that will make it just completely go away. But she can. And she's still young. And she has the financial means to hire a dietitian, a nutritionist, a personal trainer. She could even invest in exercise equipment that she can have in her home if she doesn't want to go to the gym. There are so many things that she can do because she's in a financial position to do it, to better her situation, that people like us and so many others don't have the luxury to do. And I have to be honest with you, when she started talking about spoon theory, I just wanted to jump through the screen and just beat the shit out of her. It made me so angry for this bitch to have the audacity to try to put herself in the same category as someone like me and so many others that suffer from chronic illness. And reading the comment section of her video and Mr. Snowflake's video, it was, and I think I forget who else I watched, but anyway, reading those comments, I am not alone in feeling this way, And so, Amberlyn, I have a message for you. You just need to fuck the right off, because you have no clue what you are talking about. And you are not in the same category that people like myself and so many other people are, that suffer from conditions that they did not inflict on themselves and that there is no cure for. And that most of us don't have the financial means that you have to get the type of help that could really help improve our situation. And guys, she's so delusional, and anything new that she can find to make her look like a victim, she just latches onto that like a leech. And for her to try to put herself in a community of people that have absolutely nothing to do with her, we have absolutely nothing in common with her, that we cannot relate to her in the condition that she's in, because she's where she's at because of the horrible life choices that she makes and that she continues to make. It's the same as the body positivity movement, how that movement was initially meant to help people that were burn victims, that have had breast cancer and had to have mastectomies because of it. People that have some type of a physical, I don't want to say deformity, but where they just have something physically different that other people might look at as unattractive, but something that was not their fault. Like if you got breast cancer and you had to have a double mastectomy, and you no longer have breasts and you no longer feel attractive to the opposite sex, that is not something that is your fault. However, the body positivity movement was created for people like them, for people that are amputees, again, burn victims, or have some kind of a birth defect. And even for people like me, hey, knock it off, that has the huge scar on my stomach now, as a result from the surgeries that I've had. And this is the scar this is something that takes me a lot of courage to show you, because it is something that I am extremely insecure about, especially being someone who's been fit my whole life, and I've always had a smooth stomach that I worked very, very hard to maintain, along with the rest of my body. It took a lot of sacrifice and maintenance in order to maintain a flat, smooth stomach. But this is what my stomach looks like now. That is what my stomach looks like now. And I absolutely hate it. I think it is so ugly. It makes me feel so insecure. And my body is forever destroyed. My body will never ever look the same again. As hard as I worked, the discipline and the sacrifice that I made in order to maintain a strong, healthy, fit body for almost 30 years before I had these surgeries is gone. I will never have that body again. Certainly, I can exercise, which I do, and I can still be proactive in making the appropriate choices so that I can have as strong and as fit as a body as I possibly can have. That is something that will never get better and it will never go away. And this was something that was of no fault of my own and something that I feel very insecure about. And people like me, like, this is what the body positivity movement was created for. People that have deformities or scars, or major imperfections that they feel really insecure about, to have a community, that they can feel like they're a part of, where other people can relate to what they're going through and can provide encouragement, support, and be uplifting to one another. Not for women that are super morbidly obese and have destroyed their bodies by making horrible choices, and despite all that, refuse to take responsibility and cling on to this victim mentality that makes me absolutely sick. So anyway, Amberlyn, the spoon theory does not apply to you, because you are a lazy, disgusting, undisciplined, dishonest, lying slob. So it does not apply to you, okay? You are not in this category. You're in the category of people that have made horrible decisions, continue to make horrible decisions, and do absolutely nothing to improve the situation except lie to your audience and try to convince them that when you do your stupid, oh, look what I eat in a day, trying to lose weight. I mean, everybody knows you are so full of shit. I mean, you are a laughing stock to everybody, because it is such a joke. Every time you start this, oh, look what I eat, I'm going to start weight. I mean, people just laugh at you. Like, oh my God, is this woman really that stupid? And apparently, yes, you really are that stupid. But anyway, I do plan on making another video, just with life update and, talking about my workouts and what I've been doing, stuff like that. But I slept horrible last night and I feel really terrible. If it's not evident, by my face, that I really don't feel good today. I'm not having a great day, but I had to make this video, because it pissed me off so much. It just pissed me off to no end to see this stupid, fat, disgusting bitch try to put herself in a category of people that she has no business, no business trying to relate to. So again, like I said, Amber, you can just go fuck off, and you can take that spoon theory and shove it right up your ass, and try to have some respect for people that actually do. The people that theory was originally created for, try to have some sympathy and respect, some empathy, which I know that's impossible for you to have empathy, but try to have some respect, at least maybe, towards the people that created this theory and why they created it, and the people that do use that theory because they actually suffer from legitimate chronic illnesses that have destroyed their life at no fault of their own. Okay? So anyway, Amberlyn's a piece of shit. She is an absolutely despicable, vile, repulsive, disgusting, evil human being with no redeeming qualities whatsoever. And, as far as I'm concerned, I could care less what happens to that bitch. A lot of people, like when she was with Tommy, were worried about her because, oh, Tommy is a feeder. Tommy, I wasn't worried about her. If she died because of Tommy enabling her, like she did her last girlfriend, to continue to gain weight, knowing that it was going to kill them and take their life from them. I could have cared less. I really could care less what happens to that dumb bitch. But normally the things that Amberlyn does and says, they really don't bother me, because she's such an idiot and she's so retarded that it's just, I mean, I just, I just let it roll right off of me, because I know that, obviously nothing she does or says impacts my life in any way. I watch it purely for the entertainment, and mostly to watch the reaction channels, like Mr. Snowflake, Alex is Shook, Karina Kaboom, Salty Crab, like to be part of the community, which I think is a lot of fun, and I'm definitely sucked into it like so many of us are. But normally I just laugh at everything she does, because she is such an idiot and she's so stupid. But this one really, really made me angry. This one really hit a nerve with me, as I know it did with a lot of other people that watched that video. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to make a comment on that, because it definitely wasn't something that I could just not do a video and just not say anything about. But all right, guys, well, I hope you guys are doing well. Again, I need to do a life update video, and I have been doing better. Today's a really awful day, but I have been doing better. I have been doing my workouts, and I do want to share those things with you in a life update, what's been going on, and hopefully, just start uploading videos more frequently. So all right, guys, remember, take care of yourself, protect yourself physically and emotionally, and don't forget, your life is your most valuable asset. Invest in it. Bye bye.